Now, you would call me crazy, and I completely get it. I left my $600,000 dream job and bought a business for $1 million. It's already been a year. And this is the last part of my mini series on how I got here. I thought this would be a perfect transition from my 9 to 5, something I could finally build my legacy on, not just another side hustle, but a proper business with a strong foundation that I could sort of add to. It took me years to find an opportunity that fit my criteria and pull the trigger on the next chapter of my life. Certainly was a different chapter of my life, but this entire thing was a fraud. It wasn't the one I had planned. Here's a little background on the business for context, and you might understand why I left my $600,000 job. So it had been operating since 2007. I've been in business for 15 years with solid base of clients. And during due diligence, the financials were fantastic, doing 2.5 to 3 million revenue consistently over the years, 40% margin. Now, the previous owner has been running this for 15 years, so I knew I wouldn't be able to produce that until I was able to learn everything and be as efficient as he was. Even if the revenue was to conservatively reduce by 30%, it would be more than enough to reinvest into the business and sort of build from there. Except now it's running at 20% of the revenue, so a drop of 80% in revenue. There was no way, me knowing that the previous owner had never actually had the intention to sell the business, only to take my money and open the exact same business across the street, 30-second drive from where I was located, taking all of the clients with him. 4 months, I found out the front office person who was disguised as just an employee that had been working here for 4 years was actually his wife. They had lied about the relationship from the beginning to get me to pay his wife $8,000 cash every month to have her there. Oh, did I also mention him and his wife went on a 6-week vacation without telling me to China a week after he sold his business, leaving me completely stranded for 6 weeks with zero training. Now, all of this was unexpected, and we'll say it wrecked me for a bit. Like anger, disappointment, self-doubt, sadness, frustration, hopelessness. I still am, but with a hint of understanding that those are the cards that I'm dealt with, and I know it will make it more of an epic story in future, but it is still absolutely frustrating that I put most of my savings on this opportunity with the hope that I could finally transition to a full-time entrepreneur. And that was my dream that I had been working on for the last 15 years. And this guy has delayed it by several years and definitely shortened my lifespan by at least 5 years with all the stress. So I'm suing him. But the justice system here in Canada is completely broken. It takes years even to get to court. And during that time, then this guy will just operate his business like nothing happened while I'm here holding the bag until it gets resolved. And knowing this guy, he will just move his assets and get out of the country. The sign's are already there, by the way, and there's nothing I can do about it. This definitely isn't the end. So stay tuned. Bye.